Don't give up on yourself just because it gets hard, okay? Just because you don't know where you're going doesn't mean you don't have a destination. I have been struggling today, and that's why we're in my room. If you are new here, welcome back to the channel, and welcome to the channel. If you are new or you're returning, just welcome. Today, I really want to focus on not giving up on ourselves when things get really, really frustrating. I heard this Instagram reel today that said, don't allow your mood to affect you from basically giving up, right? Sometimes our moods can make us feel down. It can make us feel frustrated. It can make us feel like we're not growing or we're not moving forward. When in actuality, we're doing everything that we're supposed to do. And so sometimes it doesn't always make sense. Sometimes we get mad because we're like, okay, we're staying in the proper vibration that we need to be in. We are trying to be patient with ourselves. We are trying to follow the rules and the regulations of everything. And it seems like nothing is working, right? We're trying to connect with people. We're trying to reach out to people. And it's like we don't get no type of recognition or any type of progress. And I just wanted to tell you that being frustrated and being angry, especially when you want to manifest a new job, stable career, stable income, um, whether it's a new person, whether it's moving somewhere, being in a better location, wanting better opportunities, all of these things that you are wanting for yourself is going to happen, right? It's inevitable. You've already spoken out into existence. Therefore, it's going to become reality. The challenge of that is our mental mind, right? Our minds can be so sneaky, right? Because we can be in this place where we feel like everything is going to shit. And we're trying to do everything we can for it not to go that way. Some of us have experienced maybe getting out of school and not knowing what's next for you. And it's taking you a really long time and you're just jumping from place to place to place to place, trying to figure it out, right? Some of us might be doing that in relationships, right? Maybe we dated somebody and it didn't work out and we're like, shit, okay, let's meet somebody new and open our heart again. And sometimes that is really hard. But the awesome thing I think about this is that as long as we keep progressing every day, and sometimes progressing does not always mean doing the regular things that you think you need to do in order to succeed or in order to get to the next level. Something I realized in the last couple of weeks was learning how to be proud of myself and be okay with the fact that I'm in such a blessed position where I don't have to be out here scrounging, for things. Yes, there are things that I would like to have. And I'm very ambitious on certain things, but I also am grateful that I don't have to deal with some of the same struggles that I used to, especially mentally and emotionally. Even though my physical world hasn't changed very much, or my material possessions haven't always changed, I did get a better phone to be able to record better videos. I did get a better mental and emotional state about myself, so all of those things are things that are worth being proud of and things that are worth celebrating. So when we have times where we are wanting to give up, it's very, very normal. But I think what's also really cool is the fact that we can look at back at ourselves and say, how much have we already went through in our lives? And another thing that I had on my laptop over here, because I got my notes, is being able to continue to be grounded in what it is that you do that makes you have fun, that makes you feel like you're having fun in your life. Sometimes we get so wrapped up if we're just doing the same routine all the time that we don't focus enough on what are the good things that I can do that actually uplift me, that actually make me feel good. So maybe you are unemployed, or maybe you broke up with your last person, or maybe you didn't get approved for that place that you wanted to move into, or whatever your situation is, right? But what things can you do that you are proud of for yourself today? And how can you start to be able to do stuff that's going to actually make you feel good? So maybe those things aren't happening in your life right now, but at least you can go outside, you can go for a walk. There's somebody that is paralyzed who cannot walk, right? There's someone that doesn't have a car to go anywhere, and you do. There's someone that doesn't have food in their fridge, and you do, right? So there's certain things that we can just step back and be like, wow, I get to eat my favorite snacks, right? I get to watch my favorite shows. There's some people who don't even have a TV. There's some people who don't even have the money to even watch streaming shows that you like to watch, right? So find things that bring you joy. You have friends, and if you don't have friends, you at least got videos like this, or you got TikTok or other apps that you can sit and laugh. How many people who don't have social media, who don't have a phone to go on social media, to be specific, right? So we got to look at the things that we do have. We got to look at the things that we can be so happy about, and the good people that we do have in our lives that make us laugh. This weekend, I had to actually text my cousin to go over to her house and text one of my friends, and go out with them, because we didn't. Well, with my friend, I did go out to like the farmers market, and we ate and had a good old time. It was very fun. But when I was at my cousin's house, it really reminded me, with everybody that was there and everybody that I was hanging out with, was like, wow, I really made this opportunity for myself, instead of just sitting in this room and just being depressed, and being down and just rotting in my bed. It's like I've been in these situations before, and I got myself, to what I needed to do at that time. And now being in this situation again, it's taught me that everything isn't about work and money. Everything isn't about trying to, prove myself to the universe or any of these other things. Like, I'm already worthy as it is. My efforts are already being seen as it is. And if I can do my best to make the best out of my own situation by going out and hanging out with people that actually make me feel good, and giving myself opportunities of, especially being around folks that actually support you. If you feel like you're in a situation, especially if you live around people that you don't feel like you got positive emotional feedback, um, or just mental feedback, and you feel like you're alone and you're by yourself, I highly recommend that you reach out to some people that you haven't seen in a while, or that make you feel really good, or you just want to check in on them, or just have a conversation. I used to feel really weird, because I felt like every time people would ask me how am I doing, or what's going on with me, I always felt like I had to either like ask them for something related to work, or talk about something related to money. And I really realized that came from a lot of shame and a lot of guilt, because I was around people that made me feel like if I didn't have those two things, that I was worthless, or that I wasn't doing something right. And unfortunately, that came from the space of where I live. And so I had to really start realizing that sometimes the people that you live with or you're around, maybe you can't help that situation, right? Those are people that I've decided, okay, I can't really speak to about these things, because I already know what it is. But there's so many other people that you can talk to, that you can confide in, that actually care about you more than just only those things. And so don't give up on yourself just because you feel like nobody loves you, and even or nobody cares for you, or nobody sees you, or nobody recognizes you. you know um Remember that there are people that do, and I am the first person to tell you that I do. I know I don't know you personally, and but to me, you are subscribed to the tribe. Okay, so you should subscribe to the tribe, because you are a part of my tribe. At least you're a part of my community, just like how I wish and I love when I feel like I'm supported by other communities that I'm a part of. So don't ever think that you are by yourself. I know it's so much easier said than done. But when you can make those commitments to yourself, when you can try to do something different, that can better your life, I promise you it's going to help you. So don't give up on yourself just because things are the way they are right now. I know it's been long and hard for many of us. I just actually got off TikTok before recording this video, and there's so many people that were talking about, their situation financially and their situation, which is their mental health and their emotions. Um, and